Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On 1st and 10, here's Vick. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
That throw by Vick, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That's pulled in at the 32. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Mariota sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Butker on for the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. What a start defense. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The play fake. Now Young.
Ain't doing
Complete.
nothing.
The tight end, Kelsey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A run here for J.D. McKissick. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Brings up second.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
By Deion Sanders.
From the gun, Mariota. Going deep for Diggs. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Intercepted. The Rams take over. First
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And it's complete to Kelsey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
He was tackled.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Second and 5. He'll pitch it. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 21. They get 6 on the pick out there as the drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 21-yard
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
J.D. McKissick.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll run with McKissick. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
They go play action. Mariota. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Flushed out right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
The Rams take over first and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Back to it after the pick 6. Young. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another first and 10. They will run it. It's McKissick. And some space here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Here's McKissick. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Time to go night-night.
Now Young. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we've hit halftime in an entertaining first half. 8-6 is our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Flush to his right. Airing this one out for Evans. It got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
First down, Mariota. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter with his man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They'll throw again. Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs.
Is a turnover on downs.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now a guy who's been a Raider his entire career. This is Marcel Reese. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
43 is the mark. 43.
To throw, Young. Now they go screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
A carry now for McKissick. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
And 16.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Here's Young from the shotgun. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. J.D. McKissick. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams add on to their lead. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Score Rams 14, Giants 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes Diggs. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what is off. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
54. Check, 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 check. Right there.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Switch. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
And Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Young. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And this one caught by Cameron Brain.
Mariota's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
On
3.
play action, Mariota. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the former Giant, Landon Collins. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 33, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Giants. Mike Evans, 56 yards. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. He's at the 50. The 40, 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
The ball carrier.
James Harrison, the veteran, in on the stop. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. J.D. McKissick, 39 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Young. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Incomplete. Malcolm Jenkins.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Following the interception, Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
26 Mike. Watch a slant.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days,